Good morning, children. Let us discuss Geography lesson 4 Agriculture. Yesterday, I have told about you about the economic activities. There are three economic activities are there: primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. So, the primary, secondary, and tertiary activity. Primary activity comes under the agriculture. The primary activity means by the natural resources or using of the natural resources they are going to be developed. The agriculture, what do you mean by the agriculture? Agriculture is the primary activity to grow the crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of the livestock and everything. Throughout the world also 50% of the people depend on the agriculture, and even in our country 2/3 of the population is depend on the agriculture. So to grow the crops what it is needed, so to grow the good crops and also the fruits, vegetables, flowers, and also for rearing of the animals also, favorable topography of soil and climate or agricultural activity. Mainly to grow the crops, what is needed? It is needed the good soil also and climatic conditions also. If topography of soil and also the climatic conditions are very good, they can grow the good crops also. The land on which the crops are grown, the land which the crops are grown is known as the arable land. In the same way, in the map 4.1, if you can see that agricultural activity is concentrated in those regions of the world where suitable factors for growing of the crops for exist also. So the if you see the world map, the 4.1, the green in color, and here they have given the, in a map they have given the arable land. The green in color is called the arable land, and also the in which parts of the country also they were growing here. So here if you observe the agriculture, we are learning about the agriculture, not only the agriculture, and here sericulture, pisciculture, viticulture, horticulture. So agriculture means the science and art of cultivation, crops, and rearing of the livestock. It is also called the farming. It is also called the farming. And also the second one, sericulture, commercial rearing of silkworms. Commercial means more economic development. It may supplement the income of the farmer. The commercial rearing of silkworms, it gives the more money for the farmer also. Pisciculture, breeding of fish in specially constructed tanks and ponds. To grow the fish more, they are going to be separate tanks and ponds they maintain, and they grow the fish also. So the person and also those who are showing more interest on breeding of the fish, it is called the pisciculture also. And also the viticulture, the cultivation of grapes. The in agriculture only sericulture, pisciculture, viticulture, and also the viticulture means they are cultivating the grapes. And horticulture, growing vegetables, flowers, and fruits for commercial use only. Commercial means to get the more money also. The getting of the more money by maintaining of the growing of crops and also the fish and rearing of the livestock, and especially growing of the grapes and vegetables and flowers also. The farming system, agriculture of rearing can be looked at a system. The important inputs are seeds, fertilizers, and also the machinery. So children, the what is the main needed for to grow the crops? What are the input and output we have to be use it here? The inputs, if you see the inputs, what are the main inputs here? The machinery, they have to use it, and they have to keep the seeds, and chemicals also they should use it, the process. And if they are using the machinery and seeds, chemicals, flowering and sowing, spraying the medicine, all the process is taking place, and then only they are going to get the output properly also. In the same way, the physical and human form of inputs, especially what the man should do it here. There are the inputs they are using. There are the physical inputs. Physical, if there is no sunshine, there is no rainfall, there is no temperature, soil and slope, nothing it is there, nothing is not there, means it is not possible to grow the good crops also. The human inputs, what the man should do it: storage, labor, machinery, chemical. He has to store, and also the labor work also he should do, the using of the machines and chemicals also. So children, what is the main different farm means? If the inputs are very good, in the same way output also they get the very good crop, and they get the more money also. Even physical and human inputs also very important here. And if you observe it, even when you are studying also, if you study properly, if you are keeping your inputs, reading and writing and everything properly, what is the result of the output? You are going to get good percentage, good marks also, especially by understanding what is needed for you, how to. In the same way, to grow the good crops also, it is needed the process, and also the inputs, what are the main machinery, and also the medicines, and also the what is the man should, what man has to do. He has to do the work of the sowing the seeds, and digging the land, and spraying of the medicines and all. If he is taking care very carefully, then also he get the output in proper manner. Some of the operations involved are plowing and sowing, irrigation, weeding and harvesting. The output from the system includes crops, wool, dairy and poultry products also. So if the using of the inputs properly, the sowing of the seed, irrigation, giving the water properly for the plants, and also the weeding and the harvesting, the by doing of all these works, then output is the system of the crops, wool, dairy and poultry product. So the agriculture comes under the primary activity. There are the agriculture, sericulture, pisciculture, horticulture, and also the farm. What is the main process of the agriculture, and what is the input and also the output? So in next class, let us learn about the different types of the farming. Thank you.